citizen. In the year 2000, Ilchi Lee presented a prayer of peace at the opening ceremony of the Millennium World Peace Summit. He in part stated, "No truth can be truer than any other truth. No nation can be bigger than the earth itself. Help us to go beyond our small limits and realize that we are one, that we are all from the earth, and that we are all earth people." Now allow me to share with you an old Ethiopian folktale from Northeast Africa. Long ago, fire, water, truth, and falsehood lived together in one large house. They were considerate of one another, but they tried to stay out of one another's way. Truth and falsehood sat as far apart as they could, and fire certainly stayed out of the way of water. One day, the four housemates went hunting together, and they found a herd of cattle and began driving them home. Truth spoke up and said, "Let us divide the herd equally among us, for that is the only fair way." And no one disagreed. But as they walked, falsehood decided that it would be better to have more than an even share of the cattle. And so falsehood went to water and said that it is more powerful than fire. Destroy fire, and there will be more cattle for all of us. Water flowed over to fire, which soon went out in a streaming burst of smoke. Now, there were only three. Falsehood whispered to truth, "Look how water has destroyed fire. Let's leave water and go high into the mountains so our cattle can graze." And when they did this, water could not flow upward. It could not follow and wash downhill as it does today. Now, there were only two. When truth and falsehood reached the mountaintop, falsehood turned to truth and stated, "I am more powerful than you. You are now my servant, I am your master, and all of the cattle belong to me." Truth would not agree, and they fought bitterly until finally they brought their agreement to wind, who could not decide which was stronger or which one was the master. So wind went throughout the land and asked people, who was more powerful, truth or falsehood? Think about that for a moment. Would you do that? Which is more powerful, truth or falsehood? Some people said, a single word of falsehood can destroy truth. And others said, like a candle in the dark, one word of truth can change everything. Wind listened carefully to what everyone had to say and returned with an answer. And Wind said, I see now that falsehood is very powerful, but it can only rule where truth has stopped struggling to be heard. The first step of education of the self is an act of your conscious will to be a person who will be kind to you and then reaches out to others to do the same. When we are kind to one another, when we support the education of our brains, we are the truth of the folktale that I just told to you. We are caring, concerned individuals who exhibit respect for ourselves and others. We are the brain education of which IBRIA and the United Nations speaks. We are, collectively, the embodiment of those who seek a peace within ourselves and extend this to others. How? Through what we think and feel. And these are demonstrated in what we say and in what we do. I think that we are our experiential past. Let me make this experiential past. Let all of us make our now experiential past, one which conveys a caring and concern through BE, through knowing how our minds work and promoting the essence of truth. I welcome you to Brain Education Day for a better you, for a better tomorrow, for a better life, whichever path you choose to take to bring peace to each of us, humans who are in the act of being.